Hey yo, what's up, good people? Hope you're good and doing great, yeah? And the Lord has kept you up to today, and we thank God for life, yeah? So, today I want to talk about something very interesting about untouched. That will be my topic, untouched. I'm going to refer the book of Ezekiel 16:1. God was speaking to Ezekiel and telling him, tell Jerusalem about this, that your origin of birth was from Canaan. Your nativity was from Canaan. That your father was an Amorite and your mom was an Hittite or a Hittite. And the day when you were born, your navel or your umbilical cord was not even cut from your mother's womb. You are left in the open field. Yeah? You are not washed. You are not swaddled with salt. Nothing was done to you. You're just there in that blood. Then one day when I passed by, or when God passed by and saw you weltering or saw you polluted in your own blood in the open field, he said to you, live and grow like the plants of the field. And you lived. This is an interesting story, at the same time a sad story. Can you imagine just a mother giving birth to a child and leaving the child there in the open fields, not doing anything to the child or the baby? Is just saddening. Yeah, the way the children or babies are very innocent, and yeah, they're very innocent and they're just being left in the open field. Yeah. So this morning, I don't know what you're going through in life that has made you just, or it has left you in the open fields, and you don't understand how to get out of the open fields. Maybe you are just uncovered in the open fields. Maybe you are in depression in your open field. Things are not right where you are in your open field. No one is covering you. No one has salted you. No one has been there to take care of you. You're just being left in the open field, and you're wondering for how long are you going to live. Maybe you are saying you're just you eating your last meal and you call it a quit. Maybe you're just saying it is the end of your life. I'm here to bring you good news that you are going to live and grow like the plants in the field. Yeah, I'm just, let me say, prophesying life into your situation. I'm prophesying life into the areas in your life that are dying, in that polluted environment that you are in. You're in depression, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to start from. Things are difficult, things are tough. I want to prophesy life. I want to prophesy that you're going to live again. And I want to take us through some touch points in this story. That's why we are talking about untouched. So it means if the baby was touched, if the baby was swaddled, if the baby was carried well and placed somewhere, he or she could be okay, and nothing of those things could happen to her. She could not be in the polluted environment. I want to talk about touch points in our lives, yeah. And one of the most loved languages in the human life is touch. You know, when you touch a baby and tell her, I love you, baby, blah, 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 the baby feels good, knows that my mom is there, cares about me. You know, the way they'll just run to you to hold them, just caress them, cuddle them. They feel good, they feel protection, they feel protected. Even we human beings, in our dating, in your adulthood, there's that presence of touch, yeah? When you're touched, you feel okay, you feel good, you feel some intimacy, you feel loved, you feel valued. So I want to talk about touch points to us this morning. Touch point number one, you see, this baby was left in the open field. The navel wasn't cut from her mother's womb. There's something that is showing us. This is just showing us a curse. An umbilical cord is only a blessing when it is inside the mother's womb and the baby is feeding from the womb. But it is a curse when it's being left outside. You can imagine how, if you can get a clear picture of that thing, is just devastating. Yeah? It is only good when you depend in your mother's food while in the womb. But when you're outside and you're still feeding through the umbilical cord, it shows something is not right somewhere. You as a human being, wherever you are, is my prayer that God may disconnect those umbilical cord that you are being tied into your parents, not only your parents, maybe someone, maybe you are just connected to someone through the umbilical cord. You have to depend on them, everything, blah, blah. And you cannot depend on yourself. You're not independent on yourself. Yet you have hands, yet you're okay, but you cannot do anything on your own. You see, someone to help you maybe once or twice is okay. But if you are depending on these people fully, like you cannot do anything on your own and you are an adult, you are a grown-up person, it means something is not right somewhere. You see, our parents took care of you when you were young. So if at this point maybe you are in your 30s, or let me say you've grown and you're still depending from your parents from everything, or maybe just there looking onto them, so something is not right somewhere. So these are the kinds of touch that are not good. Yeah, they're not good in our lives. Then number two, you see, this baby was left in the open field. The navel wasn't cut from the mother's womb. He was not washed. Has someone ever tried to wash you and make your life better? Yeah. You know, when a baby is born, you're being washed to remove those mucus things from the mother's womb, those dirty things from the mother's womb. Has someone washed you? Has anyone washed you? Has God washed you for you to be good? You see that touch when someone just touches you and washes you. Someone pulls you from a pit and touch and washes you and say, I want to make you look good. I want to, it is a process. I know it is messy. I know it is dirty, but someone pulls you from a pit and washes you and makes you presentable, makes you valuable. That kind of touch brings love, brings fulfillment. Someone has brought you from the dungeons and he has washed you, he has cleansed you. Yeah. So my prayer this morning is that God will bring people in our life who will help to wash us from our dungeons. Maybe you're there, you don't know how to get out of them. You're a baby, you can't do anything. You're just there unless someone comes and do it for you. So I'm praying that God may locate good people will come into your life to wash you, to make you, to pull you outside those dungeons, those pits. Yeah. Then point number three that I want to talk about touch. You see, when you cut the umbilical cord of a baby or the nerve, those time they used to be placed some salt on the wound to facilitate the healing process. Salt doesn't heal, but it helps in the healing process. Yeah. I don't know how many of us who have wounds in our lives and we don't know how we can get healed. We don't know how everything can go. You see, you need someone to come and touch you. You need someone to come. You cannot just throw salt, like I'm throwing salt on that wound. You have to touch the person to apply the salt on the wound. You have to touch the person. So it doesn't matter which types of wounds we have in our lives, yeah. But my prayer is that we'll get people who come to help us in our healing process. Salt just helps and facilitates in the healing process. Someone who will come and say, I know you've been through this mess, I know you've been in this hell, I know it is not okay, but here I am, let me apply the salt. You can't heal a person like boom, you cannot, but you can do something about it. Just apply the salt in those wounds. Maybe you have wounds in your heart and you don't know how to heal. You don't know how you can do. You don't know how you can help your friends. Maybe who are hurting, or maybe they have wounds. They have things that are burdening them, things that are bothering them. You can't heal them from these things, but you can apply the salt. Touch the people, bring them closer. Tell them, yeah, I can apply my salt. I can speak this word and it can help you in your healing process. I know I can't heal you, but I can speak a word. I can say something. And this word I say, I know I can pray for this person. I can ask God to do something in the life of this person. And that is the salt that we are talking about. And that is another touch point in the life of human being, that when we help them to facilitate their healing process in wherever point they are in their life. Then another touch point, you see, this baby was left in the open field. His umbilical cord wasn't cut. He was not washed. We've talked about it. He was not even salted. We've talked about it. Then he was not covered. He was just left in the open field. Hello. Am I talking to someone? Maybe you've been left in the open field uncovered. Maybe someone threw you in the open fields thinking you're going to die and they didn't cover you. They didn't care how you're going to be out there. They left you out there. Maybe you are working somewhere, someone then just wrote a resignation letter for you. They never know how you're going to survive out there. You're just there in the open field, uncovered. Maybe someone you are close with them, they threw you out, they kicked you out. Maybe someone divorced you and you never knew how you're going to start it. They left you in the open field. Do you know how many things are happening in the open field? You can be eaten by dogs, snakes can bite you in the open field. A lot of things happening in the open field. You don't know where to start. You're being in the cold, you get sicknesses, pneumonia, everything. Name them. The things that will happen to you while in your open field. I'm here to encourage you. Do not lose hope. You think you are left in the open field, not covered, but good news that Jesus Christ is getting you out of the open field. Jesus Christ is covering you. They didn't cover you. Someone went and split things about you to the public, and you got ashamed. They uncovered you. They thought they are finishing you. They spoke ill about you. They uncovered you. They undressed you. They thought it is your end. But I want to say that God is doing something for our life. God is restoring you in your open field. God is covering you once again in your open field. It doesn't matter how long you've been in this open field and you've been wondering how or when or who will come to cover you. But God is just sending a good Samaritan to get you out of the open field. Now the good news is here. God saw us in an open field. He saw you just weltering in that polluted environment. No one cared, no one pitied, no one did anything. And He came and spoke life into you and said, live and grow like plants of the field. And I tell you, this word is so powerful. I think for me, this word came to me sometime when I was in high school. And when I could feel like I'm at my end and I could feel like things are not working for me, I just used to believe that word that God told me that I will live and grow like the plant of the field. And it kept me going all the way. If it kept me going, I'm very sure it can also keep you going in any areas of your life that you're trying to make things work out. Maybe you've been left in the open fields, you don't know how things are going, you think you're reaching your end. God is speaking something into your life that you are going to live and grow like the plant of the fields. Nothing is going to harm you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No powers of darkness formed against your life shall prosper. No powers of witchcraft and sorcery formed against your life shall prosper. No negative words spoken by human beings against you shall prosper. No evil plans of human beings formed against your life shall prosper. God is covering you. God is protecting you. God is uplifting you. Yeah? You're out there untouched. You don't know where to start from. No one has showed you love. No one has showed you mercies. No one has pitied you. Good news this morning that God is touching us once more. God is bringing light. God is bringing hope. Just feel encouraged. Know God is there for you. Are things happening in your life and you don't know why they're happening? You're being left in the open field and you don't understand. Good news is that God is coming through again for you. God is speaking life in your life and you are going blesses. God is uplifting you. God is uplifting you. God is doing great things in your life. He will sustain you. He will provide. He will make a way for you even when there seem to be no way. He will heal your wounds. He will restore your heart. He will beautify you. He will make you glow. He will sustain you. He will come through for you. And that is the God we serve. He's mighty, able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all we can pray, above all we can ask Him. And I pray that this word bless you so much. This word brings hope to you. This word uplift you in any area of your life that you want Him to come and touch you. And God is touching you once more. You don't need to be lonely anymore. God is bringing hope. God is bringing love. Is caring again for you. May God bless you so much. I pray when you watch this video, remember to subscribe, comment, like, share, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.